Whoop whoop, we back again, and I just wanted to answer this question here. Did large YouTubers ruin YouTube? Now, you've probably seen videos about this. I personally have not clicked on them. I've probably seen them like requested, not requested, but put on my news feeds. I never clicked on them because I always thought blaming other people for your actions was stupid. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I believe large YouTubers are a problem? Before I even get into that, let me just answer this. Do I believe large YouTubers can be a problem or can be problematic, especially to how the platform is operated, right? Yeah, I've detailed all of the shenanigans YouTube and I have, you know, and been entangled in, unfortunately. If I was a large content creator, half the shit that I won't even say half, probably about a good 99% of the shit that has happened to me probably wouldn't have happened if I was a large creator on YouTube, right? You know, if it was a situation, unless it was like a situation to where like it was like, and I'm saying only 90 something percent. I'm not even going to say 99. I'll say 90%. Because that 10% chance is like, what's that dude's name? The one huge YouTuber who was accused of sexual assault by his ex-girlfriend, but she lied. Tennyson or whatever his name is. Apparently he made a video talking about how YouTube is biased against black content creators, and you know they'll promote their stuff, and you know he was flagged for certain things and stuff. So me being a black content creator, I am not going to look at what he went through simply because I don't have as many followers as him and say that would never happen to me. I am not Tennyson or whatever his name is, right? It could very much happen to me, but I think he's still thriving. I think that other black content creators on this platform are thriving. You know, you got the Marquez Brownlee thriving. If he is not the face of tech YouTube or YouTube within the tech space, then I don't know who is. I know many of other channels that I watch. I'm a big techie guy. So it's like, you know, I know of many other channels other than Marquez Brownlee, but he is the face. And that's a black man. So this whole idea, I'm not going to go as far as saying YouTube is straight up not going to promote. Like if I was a large creator, YouTube wouldn't promote me. But I am going to say that, you know, those who've made comments, like the gentleman I just referenced, not Marquez Brownlee, but the other guy that I'm not knowing his name because I don't pay attention to him. I just know briefly about the controversy you found, you know, he was in or whatever the case is, right? I'm not going to go as far as to say that he's wrong, right? But as far as just large YouTubers, right? And here's why I said that I don't go around blaming people for your actions. You're being the viewer. If there is a type of YouTuber or just content in general that you wish was bigger, you need to support it. It's really that simple. The problem is what I've seen over the years, not just as a content creator on YouTube, but as a viewer of YouTube content as well. You know, I've been viewing content on YouTube just as long as I've been content creating on here, 14 years in total. All right. Not just this channel with the 8 years, but total other channels that I've had terminated from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A total of 14 years. What I've seen throughout those 14 years of both, again, a content creator and a viewer, is the many changes this platform has made. I've also seen the many changes within the community, meaning the viewers. Whenever someone got big or whatever the case is. Yeah, people complain and said this person should be bigger. That's always been a thing. But those same individuals will continue to hate watch or hate support the individual they feel doesn't deserve the success, you know? And you're contributing to that person's notoriety, their success, by continuing to do that rather than just sitting back and supporting the people that you feel deserve more. And when I say sitting back, I don't mean just being a passive watcher like you watch every so often or so, right? I mean you actively, you know, when they upload, watch. Now we all know that YouTube isn't notifying folks about every single upload. You know, we all know YouTube fudges things up. You know, they're gonna blame, oh, we're not perfect, this, that, and the third. Well, y'all being YouTube, y'all been lying back on your imperfections for years now. These are things that should have been fixed. You're a multi-billion-dollar company, I believe, billion if not million-dollar company. These fixes should not be an issue in 2025. It shouldn't be a bug issue that people upload videos and people who subscribe to that individual don't get notified on their subscription feed that that person has uploaded. I've seen content creators, and people have said this to me as well, but I've seen content creators say, guys, you're telling me I am back. I'm finally back because YouTube finally posted a video of theirs that they posted, and it's like, guys, I've uploaded like upwards between 1 to 3 videos prior to this one video that finally got posted on your sub feed. That's a problem with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying I'm blaming people for that, but if you know for a fact you subscribe to people, you should be more active and looking into the channels of whoever you subscribe to. If you're like, I haven't seen a video from Ernest in a while, but Ernest just uploaded last week, and Ernest's video wasn't on your sub feed, but you go on his channel and you see that video that was posted last week, 3 weeks ago or so. Clearly, yeah, that's YouTube's issue for not showing it on your sub feed, but just relying on this machine to tell you when to watch, what to watch, how long you should watch something. That's a bad precedent. That's a bad precedent you as an individual is posting. That you as an individual is setting, right? You don't want to be viewed as some simple drone or some follower or some sheep. You want to be viewed as a person, but not a sheep. And yet you do sheepish things. You get led by AI. You get led by big tech. You get led by other people. You're afraid to support the content creators that you feel, once again, should deserve more support because people around you, your peer groups, don't know about them. But how about you put them on? But you don't put them on because, again, you're afraid that people are going to laugh at you, ostracize you. Here's the thing. If people don't have to like what you like, but if they make you feel bad about it, if they want to ostracize you, outcast you because you like what you like, you need a new friend group. It sounds like you shouldn't change your taste up. How about you just change your peer group? That to me is the easier solution. You know? Now we get it, big YouTubers, there's a certain formula that works, but formulas work because the consumer has let it be known. Even if they say with their voice, I don't like this. This is not good content, but you continue to view it. You continue to, with actions, prove to them that this formula actually does work. So if there's a certain formula that these big YouTubers are doing and you absolutely despise it, do not support it. Simply just saying I don't support it, but then still watching it just to shit on it, just to comment on it. I've said this in older videos, and I'm gonna continue to say this. I stopped saying this not because I don't believe in it, but I just stopped saying it. But your negative comments don't hurt me. Your negative comments don't hurt YouTubers. YouTube, when you comment, when you like, when you watch, all that stuff counts more than subscribing and not watching, but also counts more than you're actually helping more than you're hurting. You're not hurting a channel. You're not hurting Mr. Beast and saying, man, your video, your content is watered down, it's trash, it's boring. You're adding to the analytics of his channel. You're adding to the exposure. What will hurt Mr. Beast is if you and all the other people who are commenting negative things on his videos simply decide not to watch, not to click on. Also, if his stuff, or anybody, I'm using him as an example because he's the big YouTuber. A lot of people say it contributed in the ruining of this platform here, right? I don't pay attention to his content, but that's me following my being a follower of my word, practicing what I preach. I'm not into his content, so I'm not gonna watch it. I don't feel the need to click on something just to comment I'm not into it. I don't feel the need to do that on multiple videos. I don't feel the need to get into arguments with people who do like his shit and try to convince them to see things my way. None of these things are hurting the Mr. Beast, the bigger channels, the whoever you believe is not a good content creator. I simply just don't watch. And if YouTube already knows not to recommend his videos or all the other bigger people, right? That I don't pay attention to. But if it just so happened YouTube tries to slip through, because it happens in my news feed, I just hit don't recommend that channel or not interested in this content. These are little things that you think are a big deal and they're really not. Both those things take one click or 2 clicks. You click the 3 dots, you click either don't recommend this channel or not interested in the comment or this content. It's really that simple, But we live in a society where people make the simplest things, they try to simplify even the simplest things. It's just, it's weird out here. So do I blame bigger YouTubers because YouTube is what it is right now? Absolutely not. I do think, again, do I like the formula that a lot of large YouTubers do? Do I like the dishonesty, the deceptive ways, the all this other shit? Do I like it? No, but it worked because you motherfuckers ate it up. It's like if you complain about how McDonald's or fast food is made, but then you and other people continue to eat it, clearly it's working. So you can talk about how disgusting it's made. It's lab-made stuff. It's made with all these chemicals and stuff. Yeah, but there's a ton of people who don't care. There's a ton of people who don't know and don't want to know. They enjoy that illusion. You, on the other hand, you got to worry about what you're going to do. If there is healthier food or healthier content on YouTube or just better content, go support that. Actively support it. Stop worrying about what if my friends are all watching Mr. Beast and I'm not. What if my friends are all doing this, eating this, and I'm not. It's okay to have differences between your friends, your family, or whatever the case is. Like I said, though, if people in your life are making you feel like you're a terrible person, like you should feel bad for having a different opinion on anything, different taste, then you need some new people around you. You need some like-minded folk. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. I don't know if y'all can hear that outside, but I'm trying to bang out these videos for y'all. Until next time, until next video. Y'all stay sharp out there. Peace.